Okay, today's lesson, honestly, it's just as easy, all right? There's just some words that you have to make sure you know, like sum and product and difference and quotient, all right? I know you guys know them from last year, all right? So today we're trying to introduce some algebra topics, though. That's what you're doing when you're seeing the letters get involved, all right? So let's just talk about it real quick, all right? Now, for question number one, does anybody remember what product means? Does anybody remember? What's that? If I said, what's the product of 2 and 3? 6. Perfect. So product means multiply. All right? Now, what I want you to do is you're going to multiply what two things together, though? Right. So that is just what? 7p. All right? It's just 7p. All right? That's the answer. I told you. But you wouldn't know that. No, because now you could write this down. He's correct. Look, he said, could you write it like this? 7 times p.
When it's next to each other,
it means multiplication. That's right. The other thing is that times symbol looks like a what?
X.
Looks like an X. That's why we don't use it anymore. Yes. Oh, hold on. We're just going to go around the room like we've been doing, okay? All right? So now, what your job to do now is, this one's the hard one. All right? So I want everybody to write, I just want you to listen to me now. Or you're going to miss something important. All right? Aiden, come on. I want you to listen real carefully. Now, less than is what operation? What do you think?
Subtraction.
Yeah, it's definitely subtraction. Now, here's the mistake everybody makes, though. All right? If I say, and I want everybody to listen to me, if I say, what's 3 less than 10? What's 3 less than 10?
7.
Most people can say it's 7.
Oh,
Does everybody agree?
But
But, listen to me, the order switched. I said 3 first, but we wrote 3 what? Second, right? So in this case, 3 less than a number could be x minus 3.
Oh, so just
All right.
random.
Now, most people write 3 minus x. But what I'm trying to tell you is, where do we start at? Did we start at a number, or did we start at 3?
Oh, because it's 3 less than a number.
That's right.
It's not. A
3
number.
minus 4. All right? So again, I need you to listen to what we're saying on this now. And we're going to do this one a lot because people have trouble with it. But where are you starting at? Are you starting at 3 or are you starting at the number? You're starting at the number. And then you're doing what? You're taking that number and you're subtracting 3. All right, is everybody with me? All right, very tricky.
So it's x minus 3 is the answer?
Yes,
Does
x
it
minus 3 is the
specifically-
answer.
does it
Yes, I
have to-
will. Just a minute.
Does it specifically have to be x or can it be?
It could be any variable. N, A, B, C, whatever you want. All right, so Jack, here, write this down real quick, okay? Section 1-8,
It's the most common one.
page 40, probably X. And then numbers 1 through 32. And 36 through 46. All right. Now, this year also, we're not going to use the division symbol. The division symbol will always be a fraction. It will always be a fraction. So if I say 12 divided into a number, all right? Now, hold on a second, because I want you to do a fraction bar. I want you to do a fraction bar. 12 divided into 60, let's say. Right? So what goes on top? What goes on top?
60.
Yes. Right? So we're dividing by 12, essentially. Does everybody agree with that? Even though, look, 12 divided into a number, the 12 is first. Right? So you've got to be really careful when you're doing these problems. So it would be n over 12.
You can really put like any letter.
Yes, any letter you want. Okay? What? Of course. Go.
Okay,
Just let me go. I promise we're gonna get in order. I'm discussing. All right, go.
I don't understand
Why it's n on top? All right. So if I said 3 goes into 12, how many times? Right. So you did 12 divided by 3. Does that make sense? All right, let me come down here. Let me say it one more time. So if I say, how many times does 3 go into 12? How many times does 3 go into 12? You said what? 4. That was easy for you, right? So that means 12 divided by 3 is 4. That's what that means. Or 12 over 3 equals 4. Well, because we don't know what the number is. It says 12 divided into a number. I don't know what the number is.
But why'd you divide it?
That was an example to try to get you to see why it's n divided by 12. All right? Now, again, listen, that's why we're going to do a lot of these. They're tricky at first. All right? They're very tricky at first. That's why I say, please listen carefully. Don't miss anything. All right? And if you don't quite understand what I'm saying on 3, we're going to do a whole bunch of these. I think you'll feel better by the end of the lesson. All right? I promise you. All right? Now, this one. I need everybody to highlight, or I want you to write down, or you just really pay attention. Right? Times means multiply, right? And sum means to do what? Add. So there are 2 operations in a row. If there are 2 operations in a row, that requires parentheses. That requires parentheses. So 3 times, now a dot sometimes means multiplication, but we really don't need to write it. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And then sum means to do what? Add. We're going to add a number. So what number do we want to use? No? N. Very good. We don't know what number. Did I agree? So that's why it's n plus 5. Now that one's a hard one.
Wait, couldn't it be just 5 plus n?
No. Because it says the number is first and 5 is second. Right? Now technically if you did 5 plus n or n plus 5, is there a difference? No. But it would make a difference if it was subtraction. All right, so you're going to have to, hopefully you're concentrating with me now. All right, it's definitely tricky. Yes.
So you don't add all, you just write the problem I was trying to say?
That's exactly what we're doing, Jack. Exactly correct.
So
We're learning how to read and write in math.
So you're not answering?
Nope, you're not answering it. You're just writing it out. That's all we're doing today. That's all we're doing. Very good explanation for that. All right. Now number 5. Here we go. It says, Carly spends $5 for N notebooks. How much for one? How much for one notebook? How would I figure out how much for one? $5?
You could do 5.
So let me ask you this question. Look, everybody pay attention now. If I said it cost, now here's how you're going to learn this, all right? If I said it cost $5 for 2 notebooks. Shh, stop talking. If I said $5 for 2 notebooks, how much would each notebook cost?
Each notebook would be $2.50.
How much would each one cost? How much would each one cost?
$5.
Nope. If I said $5 for 2, how much? How much? Why do you say $3? If you have two notebooks, come on now. I have this notebook here, and I have this notebook here, and it cost me $5. How much does each notebook cost?
Oh, $2.
How much does each notebook cost?
$2.
Do you understand that or not? I don't want you ever repeating information that you don't know. Is that true to you?
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Because if I put $2.50 here and I put $2.50 there, and I bought both of them, it would cost me how much?
Oh.
Cost $5, right?
Wait, so is that right?
How did you get that answer though?
Plus $2.50 plus $2.50 equals what?
But what else could I do?
5 divided by 2.
Yes, you could do 5 divided by 2. Now I'm trying to make it make sense to you, so you got to listen to me. If you don't understand the variable, just make up your own number. And what do I mean by that? So what did we do? We did 5 and then we divided it by 2. Put your hand down. We did 5 and divided by 2. Does everybody see that? So 5 represents the dollars and 2 represents the notebooks. So now I'm going to go back to the question. If I spend $5 for N notebooks, how much would I cost for one notebook? What would I do?
You would just have one notebook. And,
What would I do?
You would say just.
Come on.
You would say just 250.
No. Nope. What would I do? Come on, Thomas, you got to pay attention. What?
You do $5 over 2.
No.
5 divided by 1.
No.
Oh, you subtract it?
You guys are killing me. Look, guys, I ask you a question. How much, if you bought 2 notebooks, how did I figure out how much money it was per notebook? What did I do? You gave me the answer. You have the number 5 and 2, and how did you get 250? How did I get 250? You did 5 and divided it by 2. You with me? Now, let's say there were 4 notebooks. How much would it cost now? No. If you bought 5 notebooks for $4, how much would each notebook cost? How would I figure it out?
$2.
How would I figure it out? You would divide. So let's say you bought 10 notebooks. What would I do? What if I bought 100 notebooks?
Divide.
What if I bought 1,000?
Divide.
I take the dollar and divide it by however many notebooks I bought. So in this case up here, come on guys, one more time. I spent $5 and I bought N notebooks. How much was each notebook? How would I figure it out? Divide. I would divide. I would divide. So you're supposed to say the answer is 5 divided by N. 5 divided by N. Now, Thomas, I need you really concentrate with me because people are having trouble with this. All right. It's going to get easier, I promise. You're supposed to have these questions, okay, guys? All right, we're learning algebra. All right. A company charges $46 for cable TV installation and $21 per month for the service. Write an algebraic expression to represent the total cost after M months of basic cable service, including the installation. What do you think?
Do you add
What am I adding?
46 plus 21? And then it would be
But it's 21 per what?
1,
Right. And how many months is it going to be for?
12,
I'm circling it. How many months is it going to be for?
M.
Tell me.
It's gonna be
The
for-
total bill is M?
No, it's going to be 21 plus M.
Now, what if I said this, guys? Keep thinking. What if I said, I am going to only need cable for 3 months? How would I figure out what the bill is going to be? The total bill for the 3 months. What would I do? Then what? Did you follow along? A company charges $46 for the installation.
Then plus
Yes, listen to what he just said. So he did 21 times 3 plus 46. What if I said for 10 months?
For 10 months, you could do,
How would I figure out what my bill is?
so 10 times,
Avery, tell her.
10 times 21
And then what?
plus 46.
Yes.
So is the
Oh.
Hold on a minute. Not yet. I'm going to call you in a second. So, Thomas, what if I said you needed the cable for 100 months? What would I do? 21, thank you for finally listening, times 100 plus 46. So, Gavin,
21 times m plus 46.
there you go. So it would be 21 times m plus 46. There you go. Now you're getting the hang of it. Now just listen to what I'm saying. Notice I use numbers to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And as the numbers change, that's the variable. You replace the numbers that change with the variable, which in this case was what? M. All right, guys. Here we go. What does sum mean to do again? To add. So how would I do number 7? The sum of 5 and a number.
So you would do 5,
Yes?
plus like
What?
a.
A. Beautiful. 5 plus A. You pick the variable. Thomas, you got the hard one. 2 less than a number. Let's refer back to our notes. What would it be?
It would be t
I'm proud of you, buddy.
minus 2.
You are amazing, Thomas. That was really good thinking. T minus 2. T minus 2, yes.
Why would it be T?
What do you want it to be?
It doesn't matter.
Time.
You can make it whatever letter you want.
Oh, yeah.
You can say A or B or C or whatever your favorite letter is.
Say what?
It doesn't say.
You could say-
X. It doesn't matter what you want.
You can say any letter.
You probably use J for what?
Oh, I see. You can use any letter you want. And then
Right? But you would use J because
Oh,
J for
Yeah.
boy, there you go. J for Jack. All right, you use whatever letter you want. T for what? There you go. See how he's thinking over there? All right. Number 9. Let's see how you're thinking.
Okay, number 9.
Read it.
The quotient of a number and 8.
What did I say quotient was?
When you is it when you?
Take a guess.
Well, is it when you?
Yes.
when you
Divide.
So it could be. Would it be something like L maybe? Divided by
Yes.
8?
Yay, buddy. Very good. Very good. L. Now we do division as a what again? Fraction.
Oh yeah.
L over 8. If you did the division symbol, I wouldn't be mad at you. I just know you're not listening. And I'm not screaming loud enough. All right? Nope. We got Avery. She's on 10.
So
Now, don't even think this one's that hard.
9 times the number, so you put 9 times
Or you could just write literally 9A. Right, 9A. Wow, that was a hard one. Whew. Slow down, okay?
Really had to use my mind.
Yeah, we had to use our thinker on that one. All right. Uh-oh. Gavin,
Okay.
read it.
10 less than the product of a number and 3.
So,
So
are you starting with 10 or are you subtracting 10? Shh.
Well, since it's less than, so then that's the answer.
Right, so it would be minus 10.
Yes.
That's what everybody writes down
And
first.
then-
Everybody write down minus 10. And then what does product mean?
It means to multiply.
Yes, what are we multiplying?
3. So 3 times anything.
Which
Minus
is
3 times P.
3 times P. I know, P for Gavin. Right, I got that. Everybody else is using their letter and their name, and you're coming up with P. So I'm assuming P for Gavin, right?
Last name's
So we're using the
We're
last.
starting a new trend.
Oh, I got you. I got
That's
you.
kinda neat.
All right, here we go. We're starting up here. See how much better we are now. Read number 12.
Video Express sells used tapes. Marta bought V tape for $45. Write an algebraic expression for average cost of each tape.
In other words, how much does it cost for one? Now, we spent 5 minutes on this one, so you should be good with this one.
You would do 45 divided by
Yay. Divided by?
Z.
Well, in this case, listen, you're not wrong, but guess it. Did you say V? Yeah. Well, but look right here though. Look, it gave you the letter this time, and the other ones they didn't. So you're obligated to say what? 40? No. 45 divided by V. 45 divided by V. All right, Carter, you're up. I know, man. I had to beat it into you today. All right, next, Carter.
So, a 5-foot pine tree is planted and grew 2 feet each year. Write an algebraic expression for the height of the tree after T years.
So what would it be?
It would be 10.
How'd you get 10?
5 times 2.
Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to show this over here. All right? Here's my tree. All right? So here's my tree, and do not make fun of me. Right? Oh, wait. Shh. You're making fun of me. I'm trying to make a tree. All right? There's my tree. Small little tree. Shh.
Oh, no.
Don't make fun,
It
Jack.
looks more like a tree
Jack, you're
now.
hurting my feelings. You know I'm sensitive.
And a green tree.
All right, there's my tree. How tall is my tree?
5 feet.
So it starts out 5, right? Next year, hold on. That's why I like my iPad. Next year, it grows a little bit. How much did it grow?
2 feet.
2 feet. The year after that, it grew a little bit more. And the year after that, it grew a little bit more. You with me? So, I know, it's shrinking, all right? My iPad's acting up. All right, so here we go. So now, where did it start? Where did it start, Carter? 5 feet. So you put 5 down. Now what? Now it grows how many feet every year? 2 feet every year. So are you adding it or are you subtracting or what? By what? Now listen to me. So the first year, when you planted it was 5. Next year, how tall is it going to be? No.
No, wait, no, 7.
7. Then the next year it's going to be what?
Oh, wait, no, you add.
Right. You're adding what? You're adding how much?
5.
You're adding 2. You add 2 every what? Let him talk now.
Every year.
Every year. So what variable we're going to use? Yes. So this is what it is. All right. 5 plus 2t. So it started out with what? 5. And then it added 2 feet every year. So it's 5 plus 2t.
What if it's a million years old? How tall would it be?
Well, that's pretty big. 2,000,005. All right. Here we go. Number 14. Mr. Layton, go. 14.
Okay, ready? M plus a product of 6 and n.
So,
Would you do 6 times n?
that's right. That's part of it.
N,
And then,
and then you would do 6 times n. Would it be plus m?
yes, but listen to me. I'm very happy with you. But let's.
Wait, it would be n plus. Yeah.
There you go. M plus 6n. M plus 6n. All right, Jack. What's the matter?
That doesn't look like an n. It looks more like an a with one.
Oh, well, excuse me,
Maybe
Jack.
it's
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
You're on my bad list, man.
I
Trying
like
to.
to see you right.
Here we go. Right here. How's that, Jack?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You try.
All right, 15. Here we go. Jack, quotient. Remember what quotient meant?
Quotient meant
Don't put the pressure on him. Quotient meant, come on, Jack.
Um,
It's either add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
divide.
Yes, of course, divide. So how do I write that?
You draw the line.
Good. And what goes on the top?
23
Now you got to be careful. Read the last part.
and u minus t
Goes where?
on the bottom.
You are awesome. I don't even know how you knew that, buddy. Wow, get excited there, please. 23 over u minus t. Pat yourself on the back. That was a good one, Jack. Don't break your arm, though. Patting yourself on the back, though. Goodness. All right, here we go. My other Jack.
Okay.
All right, 16. Let's see what you got. All right, read it to me.
14 less than.
Okay, we're going to now, less than was the special case, remember?
Yes.
Less than or more than had to switch, right? So it's going to be what? It's either minus 14 or 14 minus.
It's the subtract. It's the subtract.
Right. So here you're going to put minus 14. Yes. All right.
So then it'd be the one.
Now, what is 6 or k times 6? How would I write that?
6k.
6k. Beautiful. So here we go. That was a hard one too, Jack. Good. 14 less than. Remember, you switch the order from more than or less than. And then you multiply 6 times k. So it's 6k minus 14. Listen now, write this down and really try to think about what I'm talking about right here. Because the more we do, the better it will make sense. All right, this is the hard part. Yes, sir.
6k could also be like 6,000.
Well, yeah, but k does not, you're right. K does not always mean 1,000. All right? So 17, who's up?
Me.
Who's up?
Me.
Yes, me, you're up. Go. 17, how do I do this one?
2 times the sum of y and y.
So on this one now, you had to remember,
So times is multiply and sum is equal.
right, so now remember though, I said, what did I say was special about when you have times and sum together? What do we need automatically? Shh. Yay, very good. You need parentheses. So now, go ahead, let her finish out. Now try to tell me the answer.
So it would be 2
Yep,
parentheses
yep.
y plus 5
You are awesome. That was really good, girl. That was really good. Really, really good. All right, Thomas, read to me 18.
the quotient of 100 and the quantity 6 plus w.
So what do I have to do on this one, buddy? Quotient means what?
Division
So what goes first?
100
Yes, good. Where does that go, though?
and
On the top or the bottom?
bottom
What's first? When you read it first, that goes on the top.
top
So quotient of 100.
and
Now what goes on the bottom?
6 plus w.
You're awesome, buddy. 6 plus W. Very nice.
What's quantity?
Quantity just means a group, right? You're putting that together. All right, you're putting it together as something. Oh, wait, no, you're up. Yeah. Read to me 19.
35 multiplied by the quantity or less.
Mhm.
Okay, so 35. What did you say quantity?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. 35 and then parentheses are minus 45.
You are awesome, girl. That's correct. All right. Quantity is when you're putting them together, which means parentheses. Now, if you wanted to, I could have put parentheses up here on the bottom of 6 plus, but it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Wait.
Now, listen, what I want to do is I don't really care about 20 or 21 right now. All right. Now, listen. Okay.
It's
Come on.
35.
Shh.
It's 35 CR minus 45.
All right. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is this, guys. Here's your only homework. All right. Now, listen. I normally don't do this, but I think it's important. So, I want you to go up to the top of your page. No, flip the page. And we are now going to change. Right. I'm going to delete all this. What number did we get to right now?
19. So we're skipping
1 through 19 is all you have to do for homework.
Wait, so we just finished.
Nope, we didn't. All right, here's what you have to do for me, guys. Listen. Turn your paper over, and on the back, have your paper again. And I only want you to do is put 1 through 19. So when you go home, what do you have to do?
Just do what we already did.
But you have to do question number 1. Listen to me. And then you go back and check to see if you got it right. Does everybody understand what I'm saying, right? Because you need the practice on this. All right? You need practice on writing it. This is the hardest thing. All right? So we went through all 19 problems. Now all I want you to do is turn your paper on the back. All right? We have like 15 minutes, so I'm going to clear this screen, and you're going to go through on your own.
Are you going to stop the recording?
Yes, I'm going to stop the recording. All right?